I gotta be fishing or just walking, you know. And like, to me, I like idle time is one of my enemies too. If I ain't got nothing to do, I reach for a drink. As long as if I keep myself busy, I'm all right. If I ain't got nothing to do, hey,
it's there. I'm bored.
Right.
All right. So how will you build in more structure, more activity?
You know, I'm like, now you're gonna give me a JC book I could read. I read.
There's one way, yeah.
Music. I like music. I like barbecuing. I like fishing. And I could, you know, like maybe spend more time with kids, take them out to the park, and just walking in general.
See, I'm sitting here smiling to myself, saying, LC has this. He knows it.
But
he has to increase his activity. Well, it just doesn't. It's in your mind,
right?
But it's got to come out before you can put it in use. To increase your activity, to find another way to relax, and then romp with those kids in a natural way. Yeah. You feel confident about those? Which ones should we work on? Give you some ideas and help you through.
Well, mainly I want to work. I would like to be around the kids because, like, I know before I got my life so messed up, I was young and everything. I always wanted to be a counselor. I wanted to deal with kids, you know. And I just tore my life up so bad. I just forget everything.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I got old, I got middle age, I just, you know, I look at the way kids are now, the way they're being treated and stuff. I just wish I could do something so I could help them. If I could help, you know, if I could get in a position as to where I could help kids or be around kids, I think that in itself would help me. That would help me too, to be a better person.
Just being around them, you would say, this is the person I want to be.
Right, and you know, and the energy they create, and just the way that they are, you know, it brings out the best in a person. It should anyway.
Yes. And I'm really picking up this feeling of how that could make you feel special and tender, and the person responsible you want to be.
It would.
Yes.
That would make me feel real good. Because like I say, I think kids are too, they don't get enough attention now. There's not enough programs for them.
And now you have enough time to give some of that back.
Right, and I hate to see them travel the road I travel. I traveled, like I say, some rocky road.
What comes to your mind about how you can put that into operation? As you said earlier, you're a bit of a procrastinator.
Well, in order for me to really do like I would like to do for kids, I would first have to re-enroll in school, get re-educated, which would also take occupied time because a drunk can't study.
Yep. Wet brains don't learn.
And like I think that would help a lot. And just the fact, the hardest part of anything is to start. Like,
especially for procrastinators.
Right, right. And like once I get started and, you know, and get off into it and get it, you know, and can see as to where I can make some progress or do some good, that would help me along.
I'm sitting here thinking, I'm sorry I don't have a phone here. We could get you started now into the education or other things. Because I can see you getting excited, energized, and then you're thinking, well, the starting is tough.
Right, you know, I got a lot of nephews and this and that and other. I got 4 sons, you know, and like, I look at my nephews and like, they had a lot of faith in me. They felt like they wanted to be like me, they wanted to do like me, and like now they constantly in and out of the penitentiary, and you know, and then they looked at me, they said, hey, we did this because we want to be like you. Say, hey, if you wanted me to be a role model, you should have looked and didn't do nothing I did. Like, I got 4 sons. They never been locked up in their life. They all been to service, been to college. You know, that's what I want to do. And I also would like to, maybe get a little contracting business or something, and get something going as to where none of my nephews and nobody else in my family would ever have to get locked up again.
And as you speak, inside of me, I'm getting two feelings, and I want to make sure these are your feelings, not mine. Because you said you really dislike that. One is just incredible pride that your sons haven't been locked up and that you have a real opportunity with your nephews.
Right.
And another is some sadness that your nephew saw you going back to the pen.
Yeah.
Are they both feelings that go through you too?
Right, because you see, they say that they was doing what they were doing because they was idolizing me and this, that, and other. Now, if they see me turn around and start doing something else, I hope that they could come in with me, and if I get a little contracting business or something, I can maybe get them to work with me, and we could all come in as a family. And like I say, hey, might be able to fix this where nobody in my family ever has to go to penitentiary again. I would love that.
And now I'm getting a really concrete sense of how both those things work for you. The shame and upsetness about going back to the pen is a nice reminder of where you don't want to go.
Right.
And the positive feelings of keeping the rest of the family together is a real motivating force. So one sort of says, don't go there, and the other says, look at this real possibilities we have here.
Right, look at it for what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it with positivity, plus I'm just tired of being locked up, and just like you're alive, but you're dead. You're not doing that's time that you wasted. That's life that you wasted. You could have been doing something positive with. Wasted. That's life that you wasted. You could have been doing something positive with.
Alive but dead. It's a good summary for it.
Living dead.
And that may also, that's your worst fear about the alcohol. That could come up and bite you in the ass again.
Yeah, that's a good possibility. Because like I say, I've been asked a lot of times, was I suicidal? I would always say no. Then I come to the realization, hey, every time you're doing drugs, you're doing alcohol, and any time you do it, it's suicidal because it's a good possibility you go out and kill yourself.
Things get out of control. Impulses, rage. We lose our thinking. Boom. You're back in the pen, or you think about hurting yourself. Yeah. So I almost said that dreaded word plan again. Let's try to be concrete. So though our time is brief, that there'll be something memorable or lasting about this. One thing is to decrease the amount of alcohol, because if we push you anymore, it could be backfire.
It might not work.
I respect that. So to 2 days, just maybe 3 shots.
Sounds good.
And as we decrease that, we also have to have healthy substitutes for what we're replacing. And for you, that would be relaxation?
Oh, well, I don't want to get too relaxed.
Okay, activity.
Activities.
A lot of activity.
Right, a lot of activities. And like I say, since I've been home, my family, they've been keeping me busy. Like painting, and my brother had me up on a roof. I had to fix a roof, and now he got 8-room house he want me to paint, and it's getting pretty busy. And the money that I'm gonna make from all this, I would like and take it and invest me in a little truck and get me a little
contracting.
Right, get me a little contracting business and pull my little nephews in a little bit at a time. It won't be a whole lot of money to start, but it'd be something for all of us to do, and we'll be together. And they can see, hey, well, he ain't on the street drinking, he ain't out there doing this and that and other.
And right now, you like to focus on getting the activity and the painting and the truck rather than the education.
Well,
what do you think comes first for you?
Well, the most important thing in the world is education. Without education, well, you can get business, you can do this, that, and other, but you need education or somebody with an education to make it grow.
Yes. Well, I just don't want to be one of those pushy people again. You coming out of here with this long list of things to do. So what's top in your mind right now? Just to stay busy for a while.
Well, right now, that's the main thing I need to do is stay busy and this and another. Like I say, I'm
and
just
work
fresh
it up
out,
to
right?
small business.
Right, and then instead of me just jumping off and saying, hey, I'm gonna do this and that and another. Like I said, if I want them to come in with me, it would be best for me to get together and we discuss it. Hey, what would you like to do? What would you like to do? And we just get together and see.
Huh. Well, we've covered a lot. We have the relapse prevention plan, what you do about the cocaine, and you've been doing so well for a long time. We got to keep that balance between feeling good and taking pride in your remarkable recovery, but also aware that any moment it could snap.
Right, I don't want to feel too good.
Yes, right. Just get the right place.
Just get me a little. You don't want to get too much of a comfort zone either.
And on the alcohol, recognizing that you ought to reduce it with the eventual goal of none, but getting the activity and getting that natural high of playing with your nephews and your sons, and the activity.
And just knowing that I'm doing something, I'm busy, and that would help a lot.
Moving forward,
right?
A lot of painting in eight room house,
right? Painting and I do roofs and different things, drywalling, and like what they don't know, when we come in together, I could show them what I know, and we'll be learning together, we'll be growing together.
Yes. And that brings it all together for you, to give that meaning and to say, look, here it is. I pulled this back together, now I'm being the person I want.
Right, I'm being the person that I should have been a long time ago, but trying to set the example that I should have did when they was young, or even when I was young, doing what I should have did, not really setting an example, just doing what I should have did in order to live. Yeah, I knew all the time that what I was doing was wrong. I don't know. I ain't got no excuse. I don't have any excuse.
But you have a plan.
I have a plan now. Now I do.
Hey, not unconscious, conscious.
Now I do. I could have. I was saying earlier, when I first come here, I was looking around and said, hey, I should have been sitting behind the desk. Which I still think I should have. I think I've got a reasonable amount of intelligence.
And everything I've heard from you today suggests that certainly is the case. Anyone who could triumph over what you've done, stay abstinent, come in here, be the way you are with me, that's a person who could be behind a desk, who could have a natural high with his sons and with his nephews. That's a person who can decrease alcohol and live his life just as you want to.
Well, I know at one time that I couldn't even thought like this. I wouldn't go around my mother. I wouldn't go around nobody. I would rather just stay out in the street, go to the park and lay down and or whatever,
Just strip.
But now, I don't know, it's just, like I said, I don't know, maybe it's time. I got a little older and now, I'm more so than me. It seems like my family is pulling me closer and closer toward them. But ever since I had a sister died this year on New Year's on her birthday, and I made her a promise that I was gonna get my life together. And my mother and everybody, they see me now. They say I've changed. They say see a big change in me.
Yes. And we'll try to maintain that on the cocaine, address it on the alcohol, and build in these other things. I think you have a hell of a plan, Elsie.